Okay, welcome folks. It's good to be back. This is Babbaginator. We are in the Long Dark at the plane crash in Milton. And we're getting ready to head out. I've been gone for most of this week. It's been kind of a crazy couple weeks of way too many assignments back to back. For those of you who don't know, last year I went back and started a 2-year program in Masters in Library and Information Science, so that is keeping me busy. First year was busy. This year, I don't know, it just seems like things got a little crazier in terms of how all the assignments lined up. So yeah, anyways, haven't had much rest. I turned in a paper late night on Friday, and also had a group project due that night as well.
This much gear.
And then today, I slept in, and then spent the day running around doing errands with my roommate. And now, finally, we get to spend some time back on Twitch. As we do. So yeah, this was a bust. We came down here hoping to find, cargo pants or something, military pants, combat pants, something. And it was a big strikeout. There's nothing here. It's not even day 50 and we're already striking out. Let's see. Firewood. Yeah. So, hopefully I still have some people that want to hang out. I know I've been AWOL. It is what it is. Tonight's dinner was noodles. I made noodles. Well, I didn't make the noodles, but the noodles I had were homemade noodles, or handmade noodles. I bought them at the store about a week ago or so, thinking they were one type of noodle. When I got home, I checked and I realized I'd accidentally bought the wrong kind of noodle. So the type of noodle I've been buying lately is the Shanghai thick noodle, and occasionally I'll get the Shanghai thin noodle. But apparently they were all out that day, and what I grabbed by mistake was wonton noodle. And the problem with the wonton noodles is they're very, very thin. And so you can't really use them to make sort of a drier stir-fry type of thing, which I've been making, which is I boil the noodles, pull them out, stir-fry, some other ingredients. Usually it's, garlic, green pepper, green onions, chili peppers, and maybe some carrots and some other things, finely sliced, and I stir-fried that, and then add in the noodles at the end with some chili oil and chili peanut oil, and it's like this crunchy chili peanut oil. It's kind of, people for some reason went kind of viral a while back, so a lot of people like this stuff now. Use it for their pickles, right? But yeah, so I was using that to make sort of this a little bit drier noodle dish. So not heavy on broth. Instead, it's drier noodle, chili oil mix. Okay, come on, guys, gotta let us out of here. Okay. So, anyways, that's what I made. I usually been making, and I couldn't make that with these really thin noodles, too fragile. So made them as like normal ramen. But they're also, what I forgot is that I should have, where are you at, buddy? What I should have done is I should have boil the noodles separately from the broth and everything else. Because these noodles have a lot of flour on them, which when you cook up in the broth, it just turns into a scum. And you don't want scum, like a film on your ramen, right? It's just not what you want. You want a clear broth. That's the goal. So yeah. So anyways, then I had to keep scooping out all this like film flecks on the top, flour film. I don't know if anyone cares about that. But anyways, that was dinner tonight. It was good. Like I cut the broth down a fair bit, and it was filling. We had for lunch. We had kind of a late lunch, but we had spam musubi, which is where you thin slice spam, fry it in a pan with a little bit of soy sauce and sugar mixed together, or you could use teriyaki sauce, and then once it kind of sears on both sides, you can take them out. They're lightly seared. You don't want them to go charcoal. And then you also have rice, which you make. And we did the rice sushi style, which is we mixed in vinegar and sugar. I'll let that sit for a little bit, and then so we had the sushi rice, and we had the spam, and we had the seaweed, the nori, and last week I had, because we had tried making spam musubi a week and a half ago, and I had remembered it's like the way to do this is actually to get the mold for it. There's like a little press thing that you can get.
I can't feel my feet.
I'd ordered that, it'd come, and so today was the day we got to try it out. And oh boy, it was good. Spam was slightly overcooked. My fault. I left it a little bit too long on one side, so some of them were a little bit touch bitter because a little bit too much char on the side, but other than that, it was fun. But we ate a lot. So yeah, that's why I wanted mainly noodles for something light in terms of noodles for dinner, and not like a lot of broth either. Do we want to go to the cave? I guess we could go to the cave. Also warm up our food here.
It's so cold. I just want to lay down for a bit.
Oh, so how's everyone else doing? Hopefully people are doing well.
Come on, little fire.
New to the stream, I'm Babbage-nator. I stream The Long Dark. The last couple of weeks I've been really busy with some assignments for school. Because yes, I did go back to school, and now I'm doing my second master's, a master's in library and information science. So here's a little bit about me. And here's the crazy challenge. It's not really that crazy. It's just we start off, we roll randomly. There's sometimes other random things we do. If we stay too long in a region, we might get more random. Let's see. Oh, it's -7. Okay, so guess we can use coal. We use coal and
Oh, I'm starving.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be able to carry this load for much longer.
Okay, we'll leave that there. We'll go to the cave. Get some more firewood. Pick another piece of coal from the cave. And pop back out. Yeah, if you're new to this stream, this is usually a pretty chill stream. Even though we're playing Interloper, often with like weird challenges, and I've just been playing this game for a fairly long time now. I've got, what, about 3,500 hours in the game. Which isn't to say I'm perfect. I am definitely got my weaknesses, and map knowledge in some regions is one thing, but we're pretty good here. Like I still really dislike any spawn in Blackrock, or even traveling through Blackrock. Having to make that trip is always filled with danger. Right now we are on day 27, probably day 26. Day 28. We're on day 28 already, and we have not found a bedroll, and we haven't forged. So I think we are moving on out of Milton, and I think we will go to here's where it gets tricky, right? Well, anywhere we go, we're going to have to cut through an transition zone of some sort. So, we'll do this. We have bad torches we don't like. We don't like these ones. See if we can get some better torches. Yep. So yeah, I'm Babaginator, I'm a Canadian singer, I am a writer, I am a former computer games programmer, and I am currently studying library science with the hopes of landing a full-time position as a digital scholarship librarian. I have a great position right now, but it is ultimately a student position, and so the most they can keep me after graduation is 6 months. Afterwards, I'm on my own, unless the university can figure out how to cough up the money to keep me.
God, I'd eat anything right about now.
Look, yeah, there's more cattails here. Keep paying a check. Am I already at cooking or fire starting? 3. Yeah, so we don't need to keep any tinder. Right. Okay. That's that. I was talking to one of the people on my project team this week, you know, for a class project, and noting that there was a time where I didn't mind doing the occasional all-nighter to get stuff done, which would happen a fair bit when I was working in the games industry, and sometimes when I was doing either my first master's, I had a couple of nights where I did work all night. Even through part of my PhD, I did that. But these days, not happening. It's just not worth the repercussions. It's just too much recovery time afterwards. And it's not worth it usually. Usually I am just not thinking straight after like 11:30. Okay. I have to keep an eye out for messages on the very off chance that I might get asked to pick up my roommate. Okay, let's see what we got here. Yeah, my roommate's out tonight, attending another one of their apartment get-togethers. They seem to have them constantly. It's like, so when do you actually get to rest? Not so much. I guess we should check and see if we left anything in the cave. Could be important, like if we left the hammer behind or something silly like that. Or did we not check out the cave? Apparently we did not check the cave. Okay. We checked all the places. I don't know if we checked the house on the hill. So I imagine it's probably going to be pretty quiet tonight in terms of who's hanging out. Because this is, even though this is November, this is also right immediately after Halloween. And a lot of people did not do something on Halloween. Or like their Halloween plans got moved to either yesterday or today. So I imagine there may still be Halloween parties happening. I did not dress up as anything. You can tell. I did dress up for one Halloween party I went to earlier in the week, but it was, or I guess it was last week, but like I said, it was kind of a silly costume. kind of dressed up very formally and went as a formal apology with a little sign that said apology. Why are none of these things checked?
I think I can use this.
Yeah. Terrible pun. But actually, that's how I introduce myself. This is I am a formal apology for the terrible. What? How did I say it? I said like I'd like to formally apologize for how terrible this pun is. It was actually kind of meta. What are we gonna do? Do we climb down? I think our best bet is to pass through the ravine, or not the ravine, the basin, even though we have no bedroll, right? Still have that problem. I wonder if it reset all these locations. I am positive when I research this. The update reset all the locations. Notice we were in the town of Milton already.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
No, it knows we were here. Okay. Oh. Can we do pancakes? We can. We can do pancakes. We can do peach pie too. Ooh, that's fancy. Yeah, the problem with peach pie is it just doesn't keep. Oh, we could have made the peach pie. This one has the peach pie. Okay. Okay, we don't need this one. Let's give ourselves a little more room. Okay. Ah. Okay. What we got here? Oh, what's this? Okay. Realistically, we do not need that. And we do not need that. Ooh. Ooh. Hard to believe it's November already. Ugh. Oh, keep forgetting to drop these.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
Okay. Okay, we're at the schoolhouse. Okay. Wow. I'm starting to feel tired already. It's only 1 hour. Oh, it's crouching. Ooh. Ooh.
fingers feel numb. I've never felt so cold in my life.
Sloppy. Okay. Noob. Okay. Yep. Yeah, last night, Friday night, is when I usually run a D&D game, an in-person game, and instead, half of our people were unavailable, and I needed to spend the evening working on a paper, so we ended up canceling, and I spent most of the week looking forward to it as my one celebration of freedom at the end of the week. But I wasn't free because my paper wasn't finished, so I had to stay home and work on it, or I had to head home and work on it. It was frustrating. The paper did get done, a little bit long, but hopefully I won't get docked too much for that.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Okay, let's quickly dump stuff down that we need to dump down. Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna take a short. Take a short 5-minute bio break here. Yeah, we'll see you in a couple minutes. And then we'll keep going. But I think I need to possibly make myself some tea or something to keep myself a little bit more alert. And I'll be back. Hey, we're back. Made some tea for myself. Just giving myself I don't know, chance to rest for a second. Oof. Don't think we've missed anything here. Be nice if there was a bedroll. That's what it should be. Nice that they hit a bedroll in the rafters, but they don't. Okay, let's figure out what we've got. Explain so much. I think we just have to accept that we can't take any metal with us, and we'll have to get it there. We could spend some time in here doing repairs. Or we could just march.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
So this is fun. Now we got fog.
Jeez, this is cold.
Maybe we should go ahead and put this down. Use up some of this firewood.
Come on, little
Failed.
fire. Come on.
We're not done with the book yet, are we? Nice.
It's a goddamn freezing. Come on, little fire.
Okay. Which should be, yeah, just a little bit. Maybe we stay with the fire, read for an hour. Yeah, that's what we do. And hope that the fog lifts enough so that we can see without getting jumped by anything. Well, reading this is not going to make a difference. We're already too high. So 40, 35. Nope, not really fair though. Yeah, 48. Okay, we've got a little bit more visibility. Drop our twos. fun. They race across the basin. Yeah, let's see here. Things we don't need to take with us. Take 5 with us. Or just 4 here. There's 2 over. .3 over. That. So close. Okay. Let's go. Okay. Amateur hour. Let's go. And then of course, as soon as I do that, I knock the cord out of my headset. We're just going down, so this will be fine. No bedroll, can't sleep here. So my record number of days without a bedroll is 41 in misery. That was a very unlucky first attempt at misery. Not only was it misery, I also never found a bedroll, and also, never found a bedroll, and never finished crafting a bow. So that was 41 days purely scavenging, and surviving without a bedroll, without a place to lay our heads. Check this truck. Don't really expect much.
sure I can carry much more.
At this point, we know, yeah. But we also can't move. So the other big project for this weekend, we're going to spend some time tomorrow working on, is the formatting, the final layout and formatting of the opera libretto for the opera project I've been working on for the last few years. And yeah, so our big, in a couple weeks we have our big meeting to review the current status of the opera. And so the composer asked me to tidy up everything, make it readable, and then we meet with our producer and the director and a few other people, dramaturge, and we'll review everything and bring them up to speed if they haven't seen the latest version of the dissertation of the opera libretto. But yeah, it's pretty exciting. Like once that's done, if people are happy with it, then I get to go back to not having to stress too much. Because most of the writing, if not all the writing, unless there's some unexpected discovery, but most of it is
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
done. And it's really in the composer's hands to finish arranging the music. And at last I heard from the composer she was very happy with the text that I sent her for one of the scenes. And, so yeah, so I'm looking forward. She said, like, you have to hear us. It's going to be amazing. And when she says that, it's going to be amazing because she usually doesn't brag about her own work. Okay.
I'll take it.
Okay, we got nothing. Ooh. Feel free to ask questions in chat if you've got any. Questions about the game, questions about other things. My background is quite varied. I did an undergraduate in computer science, minored in mathematics, and also took a number of graduate creative writing workshops at the same time as I was doing that. Spent a number of years working in the computer games industry as a programmer, doing children's edutainment and recreational games. So basically learning games and not so learning games. And then left that all to pursue an MFA in creative writing, and then later a PhD in literature and creative writing when I was in Los Angeles, and then in Portland for a bit, working as a writing coach, workshop facilitator, and then left all that, came back to Canada. Came back to Canada, was writer in residence for a public library system for a year. Did some other things, and then decided to go to library school. So here I am in my second year, partway through my second year, second and final year it is, of my program. And we'll see, I should wrap up coursework in August. I have an offer to extend my current job on campus for another 6 months past graduation. But there's a lot of things up in the air right now in terms of whether or not they can find the money to hire me full-time afterwards. I would like to stay here in Vancouver. It's been a great place to live so far. I really enjoy the location. I enjoy my roommate, and I enjoy, I don't know, food, climate, nature. It's just got it all. But it also has really high housing costs and cost of living. So if there's no ability to keep me on, I will have to do something else. Which could mean moving back to Saskatchewan, which is not really my favorite thing to do. I mean, that is the cheapest solution, is moving back, and then, move back in with my mother and have no housing costs. Move back into my, I helped renovate the basement and turn it into sort of an office / apartment for myself. It has a family room area as well and some other stuff for like the rest of the family, but it is basically set up for me to operate out of if I want to. But, yeah. There are fewer options if I go home. The type of work I want to do versus what's available there. I mean, I could go there. They're hiring someone actually right now to do community engagement librarian.
Come on, little fire.
Well, it's basically just programming, like creating programs. And I've done that. I actually did that with them. More specifically within the literary side of things and the D&D side of things. But, I have a taste for that and have done it before.
Perfect.
I know they would be willing to consider me if I applied, although they're really asking for someone with a little bit more experience. I just don't know if I really want to go back. But job's a job, so it's just the timing on that one. Okay, let's see here. We don't really have a lot of time here. Hey, Rena, how's it going? I did get my new umbrella. I got one of the rappel ones, and it's been really good. I do feel like it's a little, like the stand on it, what's it called? Pole's a little shorter than I would have liked, but it does the job. But it's definitely wind resistant. I do like the fact that it's so sturdy. Poor Astrid. We're traveling again without a bedroll, and so now we're in trouble because this region, there's only a handful of places where we can go rest, and we're on the wrong side of the map for them. The moose is here. Great. Okay. Bedroll. Crackers. Yeah, we don't want to get stomped by a moose. That would really end things badly. So how was your day? What'd you do for Halloween? Anything exciting? You know what I did? Hold on. I spent Thursday and Friday I was writing papers and working on group projects. Yeah, not really my finest. But I turned everything in last night. So now I am enjoying my weekend. I spent most of the day running errands with my roommate. Who has concluded that the guys in her program are all very dumb boys, and she is fed up with them. Okay. Because they're all 23, 24, 25 max. They're all pretty dumb. And it's totally a dumb age. I mean, she's definitely a fish out of water, but yeah, it's a dumb age. The interesting thing that I learned is that like there's four of the guys in her program all had to break relationships to move. Their lab got relocated here to our university, and so they ended up having to terminate relationships they were in the States and move. And so they're all transplanting, having just recently broken up. It means they're all in a very dumb state.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
You played D&D. Yeah, we had half of the people we needed for D&D and ended up having to cancel, which was a good thing because I actually needed the time to work on the paper. So. Just gotta be careful. Careful what you eat. Yeah, my party is now absolutely paranoid about this huge underground cavern they discovered that's part of this mysterious ancient civilization. They found a whole section where there's what appears to be some sort of petrified army of vampire soldiers all facing a blank, strangely smooth wall. And upon further research, you realize it's actually an inert portal. And then later on, like the following session, they found some. They were looking for another entrance into. So the left sort of this underground complex that they had been exploring, and decided to find another way into the main house, which originally last night was supposed to be a haunted house session, right? We're supposed to investigate this house that is haunted by the ghost of the murder, the ghost of the brother who murdered another ghost, the other ghost that they had met. Anyways, complicated story. So that's what they were trying to do, is get in there. Did I just go in a circle? I may have gone in a circle. No, we're on the right way out. So yeah, that was. Anyway, so they were trying to find access another way in, and what was it that they did? Where was I going with this story? Then, oh yeah, so they found the house is on a cliffside, and so they decided that they would go find a way down the cliff to this secret harbor they spotted down below, where apparently, according to the ghost that's friendly to them, in the past, people used to smuggle things into the house from that underground, or not underground, from that harbor down below. That was some sort of tunnel system connected it to the house. So they decide they're going to find their way down to the harbor and then work their way through the tunnel system back to the house. So they get down to the harbor down there, this little pier, remains of an old stone pier or wharf, and they
walk with this much gear.
Yeah, that was useless. We just went full circle. That's what I thought. Yeah, so they found like this some barrels that were like these ancient barrels that had been tossed over the side. And so they fished them out of the water, and they found one full of some mysterious black, acidic liquid. Well, actually, it's acidic in the sense that it was some sort of alcohol, and it turned acidic, vinegary, and then they found a second barrel, and they opened it up, and there was something inside the barrel, still filled with this acid, this dark blood-based liquor of some sort, and floating in it was the preserved remains, the pickled remains of a Githyanki. And so someone had the bright idea to use Speak with Dead to speak to the corpse, and discovered that the corpse is actually, from the space traveling Githyanki, and this was one who had been captured at some point in ancient history, captured, and the vampire space pirates, vampirates if you will, had captured their race and turned them into batteries, basically is what they were, in these vats, in these barrels. And so in speaking to them, that's how they learned a little bit more about the ancient history, that discovered that there's an ancient war that had been happening between these space pirates that had traveled across the realms, across the planes, attacking and raiding and enslaving, which the Githyanki normally do, and these space pirates were space vampires were far more effective at doing this. So yeah, so that's what a horrible secret they uncovered is there is this ancient war and this whole battalion, this whole army that was waiting for orders that never happened, and we're stuck there, petrified. This is what happens when the DM has a wild imagination, has not had time to prep everything, and decides to really world build and wing things in the improv sense. So it got wilder and wilder, and then also you play off of their paranoia, right? And so it worked out. How lucky do we feel here? How many torches do we have? We don't have a lot of torches. Okay, so it's getting gusty, and we do not have a lot of torches. And that just happened. Okay, so this is not. I think we may have to make our way to a cave and wait out the night. Or, if we can, well, maybe not wait out the night, but we could wait out the windstorm. Oh, okay. That's fun too. But no space vampirates, you know. What's up with that? No intergalactic warfare going on, right? Now the party's like convinced that there must be some residual faction of these ancient vampire pirates that are
I need to find some place to
still
escape this
active
cold.
or waiting to reactivate. They're not certain if some of some of the vampires they've had run-ins in the past are in any way connected to this ancient race. Although the one that they have talked to, who seemed pretty ancient, claimed that this was ancient history to him. You know, this ancient race was ancient history to him. So maybe I have to throw in a little time travel as well. We'll see. But I mean, the party is like getting up in level. I think they're like 8th or 9th level now. So
Warming up a bit.
really, the challenges have to get much bigger and much more interesting than simply, you know, the few highway bandits on the road. Ooh, never been in a fight, going to be in the first fight. My other campaign, my Sunday night campaign, is, oh yeah, it's, that's pretty funny, yeah. We'll see how that plays out, right? Yeah, my Sunday night campaign, we have a Kenku, an Aarakocra, no, the half elves dropped out. I'm trying to think. A fairy. I think the half elf is still in. It's kind of weird. We had at one point up to 5 people. We're down to 3, which makes us very vulnerable to cancellation. I'm trying to recruit a couple more people. Yeah. But yeah, so somehow I ended up with a campaign with mostly bird folk where people with wings are flying. mean, who would say no to a puffin Aerocoke girl? That's just seems like it would be pretty cute. Shelter here. Yep, and there goes our shelter. Problem is, we know we're likely to run into a wolf out here. Were you in the campaign that, I think you were in the campaign that Jake was running at one point? Wasn't he running the, running that one campaign in the, what was it, Rime of the Frost Maiden or something like that? Yeah, he ran Sina Una, but who was it that was running the Rime of the Frost Maiden or something like that? I can't remember what it's called. I have the book, I just don't have it on hand. It's the one in the north. No, Kasumi... I don't think it was Kasumi. Did you played in a... You played in one of the campaigns with Kasumi? I'm trying to remember.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Okay, so we can warm up here. That's good news. We need to make some torches. So. Yeah, that's the one I was trying to remember. Is like, remember I ran the character who ended up having a as part of his PTSD recovery, he had a owlbear outfit that he would change into, and then eventually when we were encountered the excuse for time, but we'll do it. When we encountered those, I can't remember, goblins, kobolds, whatever they were. I think they were goblins. We ended up training them on how to use to make 3 goblins in an owlbear suit as a more impressive way to work as bandits than trying to do it as goblins. And so, yeah, it was a lot of fun. That was good times. Totally good times. Is this clickable? Oh, you know what? We can do something with that. Okay, what do we got here? To me, that's like what great D&D is when like the players come up with weird. Like, they start off with some core idea, and then it gets twisted, it becomes weirder and weirder, and then, like, a few sessions in, you've got them doing the strangest things with, like, what you thought was a perfectly mundane and ordinary object that they were starting with. or that they found. Yeah, I just love it when that happens. I think we should just make some more peach or pear, whatever they are, peach pie. Okay, we can make some more. See, we can use these, even though they're terrible condition peaches. Okay. 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 Okay, how are we doing here? Cooking's coming along. So Monday, we have a developer conference for the campus for people that work. How can I put it? People who are in similar roles like me, but in different teams across campus. So we're all part of this larger set of teams that provide some form of digital support. So I work specifically in the arts and humanities, and we help them with their digital projects, getting things set up, finding solutions. Scam messages, let's ignore that one. So it says, there's a problem with your Apple payment. And it's like, no, there isn't. Then it's just you wanting to get my info. No, can't do. So anyways, yeah, it's, so like, basically the hope is that rather than have all these people who are scattered across campus and may not be aware of each other, that we get together, get to know each other in the different teams we're on, and then as problems or situations come up, we'll know who it is we need to talk to on the different teams, and then also who we can collaborate with. It also improves sort of an understanding of what the different capacities are on the different teams. I think historically, I mean, my boss struggles with this. I think there is a perception that, the digital scholarship librarian or the role of the digital scholarship in the arts, that team is not are not developers and not technically savvy beyond sort of a superficial understanding of the tools. And I think that is a gender bias problem because both the digital scholarship librarian and the postdoc are female. But they are actually very, very good at their jobs and very, very talented and skilled. So I think overcoming that perception is part of the challenge. And then also the fact that they don't realize that I'm on the team and that I'm not like a typical graduate student, but I'm actually one who is a former developer. And so with an undergrad in computer science and 5 years work experience and, capable of learning new tools, new languages, new things as they come up and solving problems, because I have an extensive background in doing that type of analytical development. So yeah, it's basically training people to just better understand what our capacities are, as well as being familiar with what their capacities are. So my hope is in the end of this that it may be sort of preparing a set of backup routes for me in terms of where to land after I'm done. So as it stands, it looks like I for certain have a job all the way through until I graduate in August. And then it is pretty certain that they will continue to employ me for another 6 months after that, which would take me to December. But the problem is that once that 6 month window passes, there's no more tools they have available or rationale or policies available to let them continue to pay me unless they can create a permanent position for me or a full-time position for me. But there is currently no budget available to do that within the team. So as much as they want to keep me, they don't have the ability to do so unless someone external, much higher up, has deemed me essential and then creates a position for me. So that's kind of the challenge. I would love to stay. I would love to be in a full-time role that is somewhat permanent, even if it's like a 2-year contract or 3-year contract, just something longer than like 6 months. But I would love to be in like a more permanent role, because at this stage I just want to be in a permanent role. I don't want to be hopping around from institution to institution every 6 months or 8 months, especially not here in Vancouver. And I don't want to have to move cross country. Okay, so we are not quite done with the night. The night is not quite done with us. Yeah, I was mentioning earlier in the stream that there is a position that's being advertised right now back home in Saskatchewan at the library I worked at before. for a community engagement librarian, but they want 3 years experience, and it would mean moving back and essentially accepting a permanent status. You know, I mean, once I'm there, I don't think I'd be going anywhere else. You know, and I would basically probably continue to oversee the creation of literary events, community events, you know, D&D events, things like that. I mean, it's not a bad role, honestly. They want someone with a touch more experience than me. But I think it is definitely available if I wanted to push for it, and I decided I would wrap up my coursework earlier, you know, like try to finish up in April and be done then yeah, I mean, that would be feasible, but I don't really want to go back. Whoa, so you just dodged. Wow, so the axe came and you felt it on your neck, but you didn't get cut. Wow, yeah. So I'm glad that you got your position still. Yeah. But yeah, it is nerve-wracking, you know, to kind of go through that. Yeah, so the next position I take, I want it to be something where they can pay, there will be a move package. I can move my things from Saskatchewan to Vancouver. I can move into a larger place than the place I have right now. I love my apartment. I love the proximity that I have. I mean, I wish the train ran directly to campus. It doesn't. That would make things very easy. But until that happens, you know, it's pretty good. The bus runs straight to campus. And we're super convenient to T&T, so the Asian Grocery Market. We're super convenient to downtown. And I like my roommate. I really do. I really like. It's rare that I have like a roommate who is generally a pleasure to be around. Who is that right mix of introvert and social person that you feel like you are living with another human being and not someone that simply drops off a paycheck or rent check every so often. So that's really quite nice. Yeah. I've been very lucky for the most part with my roommates, but I feel especially lucky this time. But like, yeah, if I move, it will probably be to something that is capable of housing like my full personal library. So, yeah. So that's the tricky part. And where do I find a place like that in Vancouver? And then my mother's also talking about possibly selling her place in Saskatchewan. If I do get a full-time permanent role somewhere, that she would probably follow me. To be determined whether that means like we pool our resources together to buy something, or if she wants to live closer to like Langley, Abbotsford, and I want to live closer to Vancouver, then it might be that you know, I find a slightly larger place than the one I have right now, or I figure out a different configuration of furniture to make this place work. I need a bag of holding, really. I mean, I need what Snively Shadow Mind has in my in Sanctuary, in my setting, in the Infinite Archive, where it turns out that the bookshop is actually much bigger. It has rooms that cannot be viewed from the outside, and actually is basically a bookshop of holding. It is a TARDIS. It is. I could have a TARDIS. I would really be happy with that. I am a doctor. Why didn't they give me a TARDIS when I was done? You know. Okay, so what do we got here? Still have lots of coal. Narnian wardrobe. Yeah, but there's winter on the other side of that. That's not really gonna work. Okay, now what do we do? Oh, are you planning to make any trips up to Vancouver? Or dodging the layoff is going to keep you busy locally? We have a break coming up. Not this coming week, but the following week, which I am trying to decide what to do with. Part of the week I have to spend the first couple days with the opera project. We have a meeting on the 11th, and then there may be some notes, and I may have to do some additional work afterwards. Yeah. Oh, I wish I could. There's AWP is coming to LA again. That's in the spring, but I think I will be busy wrapping up coursework during that time block. I would have to take a look and see. At the very least, I know that I will not likely have any funding to make a trip like that, which would mean I would have to do it on a shoestring budget. Yeah, so I have not planned for, as convenient as it would be to go down to LA, and as much as I would like to go down to LA, I'm not going to LA until I think it's February I go to LA. So like the AWP, let me double check this, get the dates right here. So AWP 2025 is Los Angeles at the end of March. But that's when my term ends. So I will have assignments due, papers due, everything's busy during that time period. So I don't have a lot of classes for the second term. I think I have plans to take 3 classes total, but one of them is online asynchronous and mainly revolves around developing your academic or your professional portfolio and job search documents. The other 2, I know one of the professors will likely have a bunch of assignments because I'm in his class right now, and if he's teaching that class and next term, I assume there's going to be a lot of work that we have to do as well. So yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to get away for that, but I do know that we have a whatchamacallit, rehearsals in February is the plan. So I have that on my calendar. And I think that falls during spring break. So I'll be in LA during part of February. Yeah. Let's pull this back up. Yeah, so when is spring break? Here, we'll look this up for you. Hold on a second. I'm gonna think my roommate is back. I'll check and see. Yeah, I thought my roommate was back already, but it's just a outdoor noise. Oh, let's see. Okay, so the question is, when is spring break for us? Midterm break is the 17th of February. So I am going to be in LA the 21st and 22nd of February. So right at the end of my spring break. And then, yeah, in terms of like my other plans, I will be home for the holidays back in Saskatchewan. And I'm not certain if I'll be streaming while I'm home. I have my other gaming rig there, my older one set up, and I think I can probably pack a webcam with me and a lavalier mic, which I have never used before, but a clip-on mic, which I did purchase for the, purchase with the idea that I might use it sometime as an alternate to using the bigger mic that I have right here. I'm not certain which one is better. I haven't tested out the differences, so it might be fun to try that out. So I might do a couple streams when I'm home, but we'll see. It's holidays. I might just be busy with stuff. Yeah, so I think I'm traveling to... Yeah, I think I fly out on... Which day is it? Oh, okay, it's the 17th. So I leave on the 17th and I'm back on the 29th, I think it is. Is that right? Yeah, I get back late on the 29th. Or not late. Evening of the 29th. So then I get to spend New Year's here. I'll have like a week before classes start up again, so. Okay. Cook some more coffee. Okay, we can eat a... Lavalier? Lavalier. Ooh, exciting. Where are you planning to go? Okay. Oh, I need to make some more torches. That's what I first made to do. Wow, that's exciting.
I'm not gonna be able to carry this load for much longer.
You have booked the smallest and noisiest room under the waterline. Sometimes it's what you gotta do. Things are pricey. Okay. Loaded up with stuff here. Got all our things. Yeah, at least you don't have to share. And sometimes that is worth the price.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Okay. Hmm. When the boats are docked, yeah, that's. I hadn't thought about that, but that would be, yeah, awkward. Hey, Games and Cookies, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. I think I've lurked or hung out in your stream before. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, this is definitely my favorite game. I am clocking something close to... What is it right now? Where are we at in terms of hours? 3,400 hours. That's where we're at right now. 3,400 hours. So not quite 3,500. That'll come. But 3,400 hours in this game. We are on probably day 30 something now. Day 29. Day 29. We are day 29 on this interloper run in which I have not found a bedroll anywhere. I've just had terrible luck with bedrolls. So yeah, we're going without bedroll, and we still haven't had a chance to forge. That's our next thing to take care of. I am deciding, this is really cold right now. Come on, guys. My record games is the first time I played Misery, I ended up going 41 days with no bedroll and no bow. I was crafting my bow when I died. I died of starvation in the end. But, yeah, by the time I got crafting the bow, it was really late. Really late. But I drink a lot of coffee, like in the game, or like... Yeah, oh, yeah, to keep going like that. Yeah, totally. No, it was a lot of tricks. You know, so like you can do things like you build fires in next to cars and sleep in the car, but you don't get to sleep for long periods of time. You have to keep checking to see the fires going. You sleep in snow shelters. You sleep. Yeah, lots of snow shelters. A lot of places, if you can find an indoor bed, you sleep in an indoor bed. You like keep looking, keep going, keep moving. I wish we had better, like a little bit more light, and then we can tell where the bear's at. Just don't want to walk into the bear. Listening to the bear. Yeah. Oh, it's already cold. It's already cold. Yeah, but 41 days in Misery with no bedroll is... I mean, that's the longest I've ever gone without a bedroll in any run, and to do it in Misery was just wild. Yeah. Would not recommend. It's an interesting challenge, but it was not one I set out to do. I just ended up with it because I kept not finding the bedroll everywhere.
Sure getting cold.
So, like, for instance, on this run, we spawned in... What was our start? I can't remember. Desolation Point. So we started in Desolation Point. Desolation Point, usually, there's like a... I don't know, there's a pretty good chance that you're going to find a bedroll in Desolation Point. Not guaranteed, but pretty good. There's a number of places to check. Usually, I am lucky and I find a bedroll in one of them.
Made it through another night.
But I did not fail all around. Went to the Crumbling Highway, obviously, and there was obviously nothing there for me. Went to went to Coastal Highway and tried my luck there. And again, there's usually a few places to try in Coastal Highway. You might get lucky. You might get it. I did not. There were none of those places. No bedroll in Coastal Highway at all. So then I decided, and this may have been where I went awry, I decided I would go aim for Mystery Lake. Because I figured Mystery Lake, almost always there's a bedroll in Mystery Lake, right? So we went to Mystery Lake. And we went through Ravine to get to Mystery Lake. And no bedroll in the ravine, no bedroll in Mystery Lake. It's like, how does that happen? No bedroll in Mystery Lake. And so we went through all of Mystery Lake. I think there's maybe one place I didn't check. There's like a collapsed tower that I think might have a bedroll. I've never really... I usually don't go there. It's a bit of a trek. And there's not much else that you can get there. So, you know, it's usually not worth the effort. But I didn't go there, and that may be where it is. Anyways, so no luck with Mystery Lake, and then I decided to go to Milton. So I cut through the climb down region, and then I popped up over the other side, and went over to Milton. I figured, oh, maybe there's a chance it'll be in Grandmother's house or in the farmhouse. I'll try there. I tried the, you know, maybe it's in the gas station. Orca usually has one. Nope, nothing. search all of Milton. Fail. And then I decided, okay, let's go and just get the forge done, even if we can't do anything else. So we are here in Forlorn Muskeg with the plan to go to Thompson's, or not Thompson's, to the homestead and forge ourselves what we need to forge. I should have enough torches now. Well, I got plenty of torches now. Okay. Just want to. Okay, you gotta make hot cocoa. Yeah, speaking of all this freezing. So I think our goal here now is to go to Poachers. Check on Poachers. Is that the bear on the tracks out there? The bear is out there already. Is that a tree stump? Bear or tree stump? That's definitely the bear. Going towards Poacher's Den. Or is that the tree stump? Maybe it is the tree stump. Okay. Eyes playing tricks on you. I mean, that's the whole thing about the game, right? I hear someone out here. Oh, I should give you a shout out here, games.
Starting to feel numb.
Okay, moving. Yeah, I was like thinking that seems like an old clip. Oh, so among other things I did today was I finally let go of something that I've been holding on to forever and ever and ever. I had for many years an umbrella that I bought back when I did my first master's, MFA in creative writing, and It's yeah, I had that umbrella for an incredibly long time, and here in Vancouver, the wind is horrific during rainstorms sometimes. And finally, that umbrella, which had lasted me for such a long time, it did not survive. It got pretty beaten up, and some of the spines
I can't feel my hands.
were damaged considerably, and it was just not going to be recoverable. So I ordered a replacement umbrella based on the recommendations actually from people in chat. I think Reno is the one that gave me the final suggestion. For a reasonably cost but very sturdy umbrella. So I got the replacement umbrella, and then today I finally let go of the other umbrella. I put it in the trash. How long have I had that umbrella? Well, here's the joke. Here's the funny part about it. It's like last year I misplaced that umbrella, and I was living with some roommates who were all graduate students, and one of them was a roommate from Mexico, and doing a PhD in physics. And I remember we were on our way to a grocery store, and I had been saying, like, I think I left my umbrella somewhere, and I don't know where it is. I left it somewhere on campus. And he said, well, is it that important? He says, well, I've had it for a long time, since at least my master's back in 2004. And he looked at me and said,
lucky day.
Said, you know, that umbrella is almost as old as I am. I was like, yeah. Maybe it's time for you to let go. It's like, maybe. So yeah, so as of today, it's basically a 20-year-old, 20-year-old umbrella. And it's now in the trash. But yeah, I bought it. It's a university umbrella, UC Riverside umbrella. And it was really sturdy. It really did do the job. No complaints from me. Definitely had longevity. Hey, Sweet Lou Stabone, welcome in. Thanks for the hydrate. Cheers. So yeah, 20-year-old umbrella finally let go. I'll do a shout out for Sweet Lou. Okay. I know we have daylight savings coming up here later tonight, but I probably should. I think we'll wrap up the stream when I get to the other side. What are we doing? What we do every night. Go hunting for a mysteriously cursed bedroll that doesn't exist in this run, apparently. Yeah, we are officially on day 30, I think. No, day 29, almost day 30. And we have still not found the bedroll in this run. Now, like, my record is 41 days in misery, of all things, without a bedroll. So I know I can do it. I can keep living without a bedroll, but I would really like to have a bedroll. Really would like to give me a lot more options when traveling. So, but yeah, the goal is to get over to the homestead and do some foraging. But we might go for another, let's see, 15, 20 minutes, we'll see. Yeah, I went to all the places. We started in Desolation Point. We searched all the places in Desolation Point and did not find bedroll. Then we went to Crumbling Highway. Obviously no bedroll there. Went to Coastal Highway. All the places in Coastal Highway, no bedroll. Went to Ravine, no bedroll. I don't think there usually is one there. Anyways, went to Mystery Lake. No bedroll anywhere in Mystery Lake. And then we went to, let's see, the Climb Down region and into Milton. No bedroll in Milton either. So now here we are. We climbed into Milton Basin, and then we came here. We had to spend a night in the cave and drink lots of coffee. And burn lots of wood. Yep, but we went all the places and we have not had any luck. Yeah, I know, seriously. Okay, that's my coffee situation. Yeah, RNG, not helping. Not kind at all. One day we'll find it. The bedroll connection. The lovers, the dreamers, and me. It isn't easy being freezing cold. Everyone's quit. You don't like my fashion choices? I think you're lazy. Okay.
My fingers feel numb.
This one's kind of useful.
lay down for a bit.
You can't do that, Astrid. Bad things happen when you lie down in the cold. Bad stuff. So yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I have these runs where nothing works out in terms of the bedroll, and I just have to go in this long walk. It's not like I set out to make myself suffer, but sometimes that's what I get. Oh, there's nothing here. Oh, there's something. A little bit of food, something. Might as well just use this stuff while we got it. Okay. What else? Uh-oh, that's what I was worried about. Ah, that's not what I want. Can we do it in this fog? Yes, we can. Do we want to? Not really.
Barely walk with this much gear.
45. How are we doing here? Cooking, slowly improving. I texted my physics PhD roommate from last year about the death of my umbrella, which he was the one that commented on the fact that the umbrella was almost as old as he was. And he just texted back and he said, haha, I was able to outlive it. Also, the weather has been crap. It has been crazy. So, yeah, it has been. just all over the place. Yeah. Okay, so I think we're just going to grab our stuff here. And get going. So, this is not improving at all. So. Let's see. We want to just do. Let's do it. Okay, we're going to make our way out of here. Oh, I feel like the visibility is getting better already. So. No, we did that wrong. Did we go the wrong way? I'm pretty certain this is the right way. Oh, we probably went that way and we should have gone this way. Okay. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so I think this is what we want to do. I'm going to go this way. Easier when you can see all the way to the shore, but what we got. Yeah, it feels like we're... Did we get turned around here? I think we want to follow the fallen trees, so this is the wrong direction. Okay. There's just enough fog to really confuse me. But I know that in general you can follow the fallen trees and you'll get some sort of path. This is just not really my favorite path. Just making certain we didn't cross this way already. There's a wolf. He ran away fast. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we were here. Now what? This is really bad. Visibility is so bad we can't even see. Yeah, we ended up working backwards. Yeah, I think we were going the right way. And we got moved around. Ugh. Frustrating. It's supposed to be pretty straightforward once you get to these like kissing rocks, the rocks that are touching each other like this. Should be a pretty straight path, and I don't know why I can't see it right now. This would get more torches at least. Unless that is the right path and I came in backwards. Cannot tell. Yeah, it should be that one over there, right? Yeah. I don't know why I couldn't see it last time. There's like a shed there. And it's probably because the visibility was so bad. We go there, get some more supplies, and then we keep moving, and then we make it to the homestead. Okay. Like, as long as you can see this structure here, you can find your way all the way to the homestead. Ooh. So what's the plan? I think we're going to head.
This'll come in handy.
I think our plan here is just to grab fuel, metal, coal. We'll dump stuff at the forge, but we'll actually go and crash at the bunker. And then we'll pick things up. Really? I don't have time for you, buddy. Another buddy? Hey, buddy. I'm keeping an eye on my phone to see if my roommate needs a lift or not. Should be able to still catch buses, but the place she's at, she says, put her walk through the woods, which really would prefer that they don't have to do. Ski jacket. More cloth. Okay, we know we got too much. We'll drop 10 here. Not useful.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
$59. Yeah, 51 and 48.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
Ooh, we've got the Mackinac. Okay, things are looking up. May not have a bedroll, but we've got a Mackinac. And a Mackinac. Oh, double Mackinac now. Okay, so let's see, what can we dump here? I can just sleep here tonight. We've got so much stuff.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Okay. Okay, do we want a hatchet? I want the knife for certain. Give me 18. Uses 5. That leaves me with 4. 4 will give me 8 arrows. We'll do the arrows first.
Looks like I made it through another night.
Okay.
I think I can use this.
Okay, let's see what we can do here. We're at 17 now. But we definitely need to get our sleep in here. Nope, sun kit is done. Let's drop our hammer here. See if we can find a few more pieces of scrap metal. Figures. Yeah, so I think we'll head up to the bunker. We'll drop everything in and secure. Oh, maybe we should make the bow when we have a chance here. Maybe we'll stay. Okay, we'll stay. We can make some arrows. Make a bow, make some arrows.
Rest suit, I'm gonna faint.
Hammer. Really? They're making a movie? That's ridiculous.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Okay.
I'm gonna need to rest soon. The sun is setting.
Did I ever see
Luck over soon.
Idiocracy? Uh-oh. Trouble.
I'm getting tired.
Okay, our bow is done, and we have, I think, 1 or 2 arrows now. We have 1 arrow. Okay, that's not gonna help. We need to make some more arrows. Cool. 3 arrows. Do I have any coffee left? No, no. Okay. Okay. Okay, how many arrows do we have now? 4.
I need to find a place to rest.
Okay, I'll be back in a quick second. I have to check on something. Yeah, my roommate just got back, so I'm going to say hi. See how the party went. Okay, so we got 3 hours left.
Looks like a new day is dawning.
Okay. Yeah, time changes this weekend. That's terrible. Okay, so we're just going to run up to the bunker, and then we'll drop our stuff off there. Sure. We can now do a little bit of hunting. We don't have a hatchet yet, so I might have to go hunting for metal scrap as well. My mic is on. Hello? You can hear me now? Laszlo says mic is quiet. Oh, compared to the game. Yeah. That shouldn't be the case. Hold on a second here. Let's see. Okay, we'll try that and see if that helps. Does it help? I mean, according to the meters on my side, it says that the game audio is pretty... I mean, the mic audio is just larger or louder. Billy. Oh, no. Don't need to lose my stone.
I think I need to lie down.
Okay, so you can hear, you can understand. Okay. I'm so used to doing this with the torch and stone, I just realized I have a bow now. I could start killing wolves.
No life.
Okay, we're on our way. Okay. Oh, I forgot. We were supposed to leave the hammer behind. Oh well. We'll do that when we're down there again. Do 7 arrows and a bow. It's not much, but it's something.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
There's at least a bed, right? At least a bed to sleep on. Okay. We'll just eat everything that's bad for us. Into 6 hours. We forgot the important part. We were going to drop all these guys. Okay, so I think that's what we're going to do for tonight. We'll just wrap up here. Could go on even later, but I'm pretty tired. So we're on day 32. Still no bedroll, but we at least got to forge. So there's that. And we found another box of crackers at 5. Okay. Yeah, so that's it for us tonight. Re-edit. enter for our save.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
There's our save. Let's go find someone to raid. Oh, actually, let's read one poem before we go, as is our custom. Poem chooser. Here and There. Yeah, it's been a while since we read that one. Do we do this one or do we do another one? We'll try our other option is Losing the Hawk. Here and There, I think we'll do the first one. Here and There. This is from my first book of poetry, from Lost Country of Sight, published by Anhinga Press in 2008. Winner of the Philip Levine Prize for Poetry. This is dedicated to a good friend of mine, Nancy Lambert. There's always an echo in the telling, something that remains hidden in the hand that passes over the sky. And now I can see it, if only through her eyes for this moment, that sky scraped wide over Joshua Tree in the dark, and the stars ringing like a chord of light struck from the depths of some irreconcilable blue. Sudden or slow, I do not ask why her hair is almost gone, why her body is now so frail, as if grown over an architecture of dust, that common remnant of longing. God, she says, it was beautiful. What could she tell me beyond the desert, its dreams of salt and storm? Here is a tree, a spent fist of flame, she seems to say, standing in the shadows. Here is the wind. The freeways are filling with strangers. The sun is coming down. Here is the road we drove all night to find a way home. And when I leave, there are men at every corner lighting my way, each selling oranges, offering with their hands the bitter and the sweet, until they blend like a river of lamps, burning. So this poem was inspired by a good friend of mine, Nancy Lambert, who is a poet and a fiction writer and many, many, many different things. She and her husband were very good friends of mine. He was an artist. She was a writer. And Nancy was also the one who really pushed me to apply for MFA programs, for creative writing programs. And about that time period, she became very ill, and it turned out that she had cancer. And though she was going through the chemotherapy, it wasn't helping. And so she was in very, very rapid decline towards the end. And one of the last things that she and her husband did was they decided to go out to Joshua Tree. And so they spent like a whole weekend out there and painted and drew and wrote. And then she came back, and I remember visiting her, and she was telling me about the experience, not just of Joshua Tree, but in general, something that had happened to her a few days earlier, where she had had a dream in which she felt that she heard a voice that said, she had been very anxious for a long time about what was going to happen next and what would happen to the people around her, and if she was going to make it. And she said in the dream she heard a voice that said, everyone is doing their absolute best, and whatever happens, it will be, well, I can't remember how she said it, but she said that there was so much comfort in what she heard that she knew that regardless what happened, everyone loved her and wanted her to be happy, and that it would work out. Not necessarily in the way that we always want, in terms of her life being extended, but that it would work out in a way that made sense in the broader universe. And she had come to peace with that. And that was a really beautiful moment, a difficult moment. And so when she came back and she told me about Joshua Tree, she kept pulling out these drawings and paintings that they had done out there. And she kept saying it was beautiful. It was this miraculous moment of, you know, the things that they saw out there in terms of the natural beauty, in terms of the night sky, in terms of all these other things. And it was also very much just the very real, very almost, you know, well, all these incredible moments of beauty that we take for granted that we may not pay attention to. She was having this moment of attention and seeing them so clearly. And there I was driving home. They were in Van Nuys, and I was driving back to LA. And on the way back, you know, cutting through the city, you go through all these street corners, and there are all these migrant workers with their, you know, with their oranges and grapefruits and apples on the street corners, and they're all extending their hands out to you, asking if you want to buy something. And in the half light, in the twilight, just before like that dusk, you know, my mind catching sight of those oranges floating there as the light is disappearing, and how they almost felt like they were little lamps floating in the darkness. Not quite darkness yet, but it reminded me suddenly, unexpectedly, of images I'd seen of the Japanese Festival for the Dead, Obon, where you light these lanterns and you set them on the water and they flow out to the ocean. And all you see, you know, at when it's dark out, is this river of lamps flowing out, each of them with a message for a loved one who's passed on. And so that was kind of the image that captured me at the end. So that's here and there for good friend Nancy Lamb. And with much gratitude for the people in our lives who inspire us and push us beyond where we're always comfortable. So thank you. Let's go find someone to read. Oh, no worries, no worries. Okay, who can we go visit tonight? Doesn't look like we have a lot of options. Let's see here. Games and Cookies is streaming now, so we can go visit Games and Cookies. Okay, let's pop into Games and Cookies, who was kind enough to drop in earlier. No worries, Laszlo. Okay, so we're going to head over there. Thank you all for hanging out with me tonight. I'll probably head off to bed soon. Even though we got this time change, I do feel like it's been a long week. I do need to get at least some night of sleep. So that's what we'll do. Take care, and we'll see you all soon. Thanks.